Welcome back to Dr. Noah's YouTube update, and I have, if you've been watching my TV show, what, about a month ago, Dr. Godby? Yeah, he was on. He was going to tell about, he's going to go across the country and basically promote natural medicine. Now, he's a naturopathic doctor, and so we'll talk a little bit briefly what that is, how you differ than allopathic doctors, but it's really nice. We're here in Fairfield, so how many miles have you done so far?
74.
74 miles, so that's pretty tough. So he's running about 20-30 miles a day. And I think he said, what, 144 more days or something? Or
120 more.
And 20 more. We won't add any more extra days on that, so that's kind of good like that. So just tell us a little bit about who you are and a little background.
My name is Dr. Dennis Godby. I'm from Sacramento, from practice in Sacramento, the Sacramento Naturopathic Medical Center. And I have a practice there for the last 6 years.
Great.
And wanted to see that the reality is that we're not, all the chiropractors and all the NDs and all the practitioners are really not going to make enough difference to overcome the tidal wave of problems, diabetes, cancer, etc. Unless we have a movement. So this is to create a movement or to continue a movement.
And so even though we're from different disciplines, we're like brothers and sisters in terms of natural medicine to try to promote that. And Dr. Godby is going across the United States, and each place have a little bit of an awareness, have people basically talk about it so that that kind of information can be disseminated throughout society.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's just talk a little bit. I used to do marathons. I've done 19. I've done the Boston and Chicago and Atlantic City and all those. And Big Sur, I was actually talking to one of my patients, did that one. So how's it been feeling? A little rough?
The first 2 days were fairly felt great.
Yeah.
Today was tougher. It was a very tough course. We started in Lafayette,
Okay.
and then passed through Pleasant Hill, and then Martinez, and through then Benicia,
Nice.
and then on to Fairfield. So a lot of towns, a lot of going over the bridge was really tough.
It is.
Benicia
Yep.
Bridge. So it was a lot of variety of very difficult.
Different terrains.
Yeah, different terrains, and mostly no shade.
Yeah.
But it's all part of the trip. I mean, it's preparing us for the Rockies, and preparing us for the desert, and all the different things. So this is kind of a warm-up.
Well, since we're talking about natural medicine, so other people would maybe be buying Gatorade and they'd be eating all this kind of junk and stuff that, basically go. Tell us a little bit about how you basically working in terms of, nutrition, electrolytic imbalance, fluids, anything particular, cutting edge. You were talking a little bit, you're talking, and I've talked about it, and I provide that, and Karen right here, one of my patients, is on Protandim and had great results. So you're on lots of real cutting edge type of nutraceuticals or natural medicine. Why don't you talk a little bit about that? What are you doing to be able to sustain this? Because it's one thing to run for 20, 30 miles. The big issue with you is you have to recover and be able to do that again day after day.
Well, the first 3 days, because again, this is where when you have 4 people running and 2 support people, and we have a third.
You're telling me they're dragging you down? Oh, no, those people, that's terrible.
No, I'm saying this is that there's a lot of. It's the first time a family's ever run across the United States.
Oh.
With 4 people, and so
nice.
there's a lot of exponential possibilities.
So these are your sons?
Yeah, my nephew.
Well, we'll introduce them here in a second. One is about ready to pass out. So
and then the other one is not here, but
yeah.
So.
Well, that's exciting.
It's
wow, that's even more. I didn't realize that when we talked on a television show like that. It's nice.
So the first 3 days, our van was kind of had some. our motorhome had some problems, so we really weren't in. We didn't have refrigeration, and we didn't have.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like trying to catch up. So I didn't really take the supplements of the way, or I probably would be in better shape than I am right now. But basically, we're doing a lot of anti-inflammatories.
Excellent. Which are? Why don't you just name a couple of things? Once again, these are. Most of the people that watch my videos and stuff are a little bit more informed than maybe just a general practice. So what are you actually taking? You're taking any type of boswellia, you're taking, other type of natural COX-2 inhibitors. Let's get real, let's get some informative here.
Yeah. Well, we're taking some of the formulas. Are you talking about companies or?
Yeah, talk about companies, yeah.
So, let me see. Again, I'm kind of lost in memory.
Well, that's okay. If you don't, maybe I'm going to do, after we do this, we're going to do a little spot of your sons and your support.
Yeah.
Are you a doctor?
Yes.
Yeah, good. We'll talk to the other doctor here.
Yeah, she and I were classmates.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So ribose cardio, we use D-ribose is one of the things that we've been using for a long time.
Which is a nucleic type of sugar.
Ultimate omega.
Ultimega, which is essential fatty acid, which is good.
Natural fish oil, which has been around for a long time.
Nice. Now, are they also being a little bit supportive too? I mean,
Sure.
perfect,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah, Nordic Naturals is our
They're a
leg
great
sponsor.
company.
Yeah.
They're real supportive. Yeah.
Sure.
That's good.
And then also BioResources has been real supportive. We use their Inflammiar and some of their homeopathic remedies from
Well,
Germany.
let's talk about the basics in terms of calories. What kind of what are you doing? Are you just using a special type of formulas for drinks? Are you eating certain kind of foods? Or are you just stopping at McDonald's and just doing a Slurpee and a couple
I usually
fries?
try to get off the $1 menu. 10 hamburgers,
Well, wow, way to go, man! Then you people run around the world, then.
That's why I'm doing the run, so I can eat more McDonald's hamburgers. But
He still has a sense of humor, even though he's exhausted. I mean, here it is. It's 20:05. He just ran 30 miles, and he has a sense of humor. I like that. That's good.
So, but seriously, we're using different protein supplements, but also the main thing is just.
So you're doing branched amino acids. Once again, we want to get a little bit more informed here. This once again, we're not just talking to put your hat on backwards, pants are falling down. We're talking about educated people here.
And Kristin, our support person, she's an ND2 student and loves to prepare good food.
Excellence.
We're really happy she's along to be able to provide that, and so that's kind of her specialty, and
Very
so
nice.
she has a lot of good things. And again, we haven't been able to do the full repertoire of things because of we've had to adapt and flow, but hopefully by the time we get to Sacramento and the motorhome's in a little bit better condition.
Sure. Well, it's a learning process. I mean, you've never done this before. I mean, this is a new adventure.
I have run across the United States before.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
26 years ago. I ran across.
When you were 2 years old? I mean, that's unbelievable.
When I was 27. But I did run across the United States for peace in Central America 26 years ago. But that was with one person driving a van. It's very different than having 4 people, 4 runners, and having 2 support people, having a much bigger vehicle, and also a much bigger effort and cause.
And you're a bit younger too.
And
we'll add that a little bit there too. Not that age is a factor.
Hopefully that the age is balanced by experience.
Exactly. And all these special type of nutrients and experience like that.
Exactly.
Because I tell my patients, if a doctor tells you, we can't help you because you're old, you need to run away from that doctor because, exactly, age is not a factor like that. So great, Doc. We're going to take a little break here. Thanks. And we have Dr.
Rebecca Asmar.
Dr. Asmar, nice to meet you. So she's one of the support people of Dr. Godby, and so tell us a little bit about what's your background, what's your role in this play. Are you going to go all the way across the country? Are you going to have like a tag team where there's going to be other doctors that kind of take the shift, or are you going to go all the way across?
So, Dr. Godby and I went to medical school together.
Which was?
The National College of Natural Medicine.
In?
Portland, Oregon.
There you go.
Yeah, we started in 1999 together. I graduated in 2003. He graduated in 2004. When I got an email from Dennis about April of 2010, sort of letting everyone know what he was going to do.
Right. Which was exciting. Be able to
very
promote
exciting.
Your
I
profession
immediately
in natural
wanted
medicine.
to be involved, and so I gave him a call, and we had a meeting and decided that I would help him plan the whole thing. So I'm actually not part of the immediate support team that's going to go the entire way. I came down for the first week to get him going. I'll be going to key spots. I'll go to the end.
You're like me. You have an active practice. You go to see patients and stuff. So that's very, very nice of you to be able to take a little time off.
Yeah, and I'll do all the business development and vendor support, from Portland behind the scenes.
And have to deal with doctors like me calling and stuff.
Sure, we'll be supporting Dennis from Portland, being his management team, and the other boys, as they're going.
Young men, that's right, exactly. So, any other type of things you want to say? You want to promote your practice a little bit? Where are you practicing?
My clinic is Bamboo Clinic in Portland, Oregon. And
so if you're ever up in the beautiful northwest there, see you for good health and.
It's a great place for
Or
great doctors
you just
who are all
refer out
practicing
people
there.
to get lots of drugs and you don't even mess with it. Just, drugs and surgery, where to go. No.
Well,
So you're one of the sons?
Yeah, I'm Jonas. No, I'm Jonas Eva. I'm his nephew.
Nephew, and then you're his son.
I'm a son. I'm the youngest.
There you go. And he just woke up, so that's kind of good. He was kind of passing out there.
Snooze.
Well, you should be. I mean, you just ran 30 miles. That's pretty tough. So tell us a little bit about your background with your, with your uncle and dad and stuff like this.
Yeah, so my mom is his sister.
Oh, nice.
And I ran a half marathon.
Okay, stop. Tell us a little bit of gossip here. How was he really when he was growing? No, I'm already talking. So go ahead. So
I ran a half marathon about a year, I think almost 2 years ago, with my Uncle Dennis, and he saw that I was a pretty good natural runner.
Good.
And I heard before he was running across the United States.
Right.
And then after the marathon, he asked if I wanted to come along, and I said, sure, why not? Let's do it.
And how did it go today? How you guys feeling? I mean,
Today was pretty rough. I'm from Alaska, so I'm not really used to this heat.
Alaska, this is like nothing here.
Yeah, so I'm not really
You
used
have to fight grizzly bears and, you know, be able to have eagles come down and try to attack you, right?
Exactly. We didn't have that today, thank God. But, yeah, it was hard, just kind of hilly.
Well, the weather's been pretty nice here. This is pretty mild temperature for even Northern California.
Yeah, so it's just hot and not a lot of shade and just not very good scenery. It's kind of a rough day. So
okay,
but glad to get back to Davis and start tomorrow.
Good.
All right, so my name is Jeremiah. I'm the youngest of 2 sons of my dad.
But you're the best looking, the smartest one.
Exactly.
Good. We know that. That's
and
good.
And so I started doing cross country as in for my high school as a sport. You know, just doing 3-4 miles. And I just did that just to keep in shape, or to get in shape because I wasn't really in shape. I was about 200 pounds, and you know, overweight and stuff. And so
you were in the cross country team, 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Because I was a football player. I had a football body. I had a football body going
that makes sense.
But I got tired of football.
I think things must have changed when I went to, you know, both in college and high school. We didn't have any big guys like that.
So I got tired of football.
They'd be last.
So I got tired of football, and so I did cross country, and I knew my dad and my brother were going to do run across the country.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, I did something that sounded similar, and so I started doing good. You know, I started doing better, and you know, I lost like I lost about like 15 pounds, and I started seeing that I was a natural runner, and so my dad, and then I eventually did the marathon.
Which one?
Sacramento Marathon.
Nice, yeah.
And actually, my dad was going to do that, but then he got injured, and so we decided an open spot, and then he asked me, you know, if I wanted to do the marathon.
Got it. What was your time?
4:25.
Way to go. Good time.
4:25. I thought I was just going to like mostly run, walk, and I didn't really care about a time. I just wanted to complete it.
Yeah,
I didn't think I was going to, and I did. And then
did you hit the wall, or are you okay?
I hit the wall. I ran it with my cousin, Jonah.
Yeah, we ran it together.
We ran it together, so he helped me a lot.
Nice.
And so he
buddy.
took off around mile 20. Right when I hit the wall.
Oh, way to go.
And then he didn't hit the wall.
Nice job.
And so around then, my dad asked me, or not, he didn't really ask me, but we kind of discussed about, you know, if I wanted to do the run. And I gradually, I just started getting more into it, and
Great.
I started training for it.
Good. Well, thanks for doing this. It's great that you're going to do this with your dad, and what a great cause. I mean, I'm sure you're very proud of him.
Yeah.
Only in terms of earlier, you know, being an activist, now he's an activist for health. That's great. Here's the other support person. We don't want to forget anybody because this is a big sacrifice. Who are you?
My name's Kristin.
Kristin. And what's your role? And are you a doc too?
I'm a third-year medical
Way
student.
to go.
At NCNM, the National College of Natural Medicine in Portland.
Very nice.
And I am support for these guys.
So what does that mean? You go out and you get them their hamburgers, you go out and help them in terms when they get hurt, give them some extra care. What's your specialty?
Whatever they need.
Whatever they need.
That's my job.
You're the go-to person.
That's my
When I used to
job
be
description.
a roadie for Grateful Dead, you're the gopher. You're the kind of go around like that.
Well,
so
I'm also
nice.
driving the RV.
Oh, there you go. That's important.
That's a big role.
That is.
And then just making sure that I think my role as well as the other support is ensuring that
Absolutely.
it goes through smoothly.
You're all very important, a part of the team.
That's pretty much.
Thanks,
yeah,
Doc. Thanks, Doc.